Hey guys, what's up? It's Aben. Join me on my non-existent floor. Passing. I don't like the term passing. It makes me feel like I'm submitting to some kind of judgment that's being passed on me, and I don't appreciate that, and I am not submitting to that judgment. I refuse. I don't know that I was ever particularly concerned with whether or not I passed. Though I'll admit I was a bit uncomfortable in men's restrooms when there was another guy in the bathroom with me. Or if someone perceived me as a cisgender male, whether or not I could maintain that image. But I think it was less about being concerned with passing and more about avoiding that awkward moment of being found out. So, I suppose in the end that's kind of what passing is. The only passing I ever wanted to do was to pass someone by on a sidewalk and them not think any more than, oh, a person just passed me on the sidewalk. I don't want people to think about whether I'm a guy, whether I'm actually a guy, whether I'm actually a girl, any of that stuff. But unfortunately, the society that we live in harbors way too many preconceptions to just let go. So, there is only one way to pass. Only one. You might say that, getting a different haircut, changing your speech patterns, the way you walk, choosing different fitting clothing, that these all make you look more like a guy or pass more. But those are things that really just lend to your masculinity or what has been preconceived as masculinity. And despite popular belief, I don't think that masculinity and femininity are as closely linked to gender as many people might believe. And I know it's hard to go up against the ideals of an entire society. You kind of can't. I mean, that's so big. That's so many people. And I know how hard it can be when you don't regularly experience that outward, disconnected reaffirmation of your personal gender identity when someone genders you correctly via pronoun usage. And I may not have been in the rut that I'm currently in if I had more of that reaffirming of my gender via pronouns from other people. Unfortunately, you can't change the thoughts of an entire society overnight. It's going to take a long time, and it's sad that a lot of the weight of the responsibility of that changing has to be on your shoulders when you're just trying to go through life being a person like everybody else. So, unfortunately, there is only one way to pass, and that is to have confidence in yourself. You know who you are, and no one knows better than you who you are. Sometimes that can get confusing. I lied. There's a little bit more than one way to pass. First and foremost is self-confidence. It's quite important to have some support as well, whether it be from friends, family, your community. And it's also important to trust people a little more. Like, not everyone is going to be as judging as you think they might be. Sometimes they're more judging than they think you might be, but, try to stay positive. Try to trust the fact that not everyone is going to shoot you down or misgender you or not understand what's going on. I know I sound somewhat privileged in saying, just feel good about it, be optimistic, just have confidence. I know, by all means, I definitely know that is much, much, much easier said than done. But you know who you are. It doesn't matter how you walk, doesn't matter what you wear, doesn't matter how you talk, how you have your hair. I rhymed. If you know who you are, then that's who you are. You're you. How could you be anybody else? It's not possible. So, you are more than your gender. You are a person. And you have every right to be able to be you. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So, have a good night, and I'll see you next week.